10 and 4, right? Olivia is 10. She's at the age now where she's starting to, be more curious about devices and wanting to. We bought her an iPod, locked it down, made sure that she can't do certain things on there. But what are some practical tips that you would give? It doesn't have to be, an extensive list, but just off the top of your head, to a parent who is looking to get their child a device. What are some practical tips you would give them just to start off in regards to making sure that they're safe on these devices?
Right. I mean, this is perfect time, right? I mean, Santa Claus is coming. He's probably got half of the Best Buy on his back, putting those little new devices around the tree. What parents need to understand is there's no perfect one silver bullet solution to internet safety. Right. It's very frustrating. We're changing this, but it's going to take time. But right now, it shouldn't be this hard to keep your kids safe online. And I think with the Facebook whistleblower event and I think right now we're in a change. I think we're in a flux, a change. Things are getting better. I just noticed on YouTube last week, if it's a blocked, if it's a restricted mode, they've started fuzzying out the videos, which wasn't the case, even though it used to be. And this is unbelievable, but it's the God honest truth. If it was in restricted mode, even if the video was naughty, you could still see a 2-3 second clip of those videos. Well, now they've changed it. So I think they're finally waking up, but sadly it's going to take them a while. Internet safety is, it's got a lot of holes, a lot of workarounds. So it's about layering. So think of it this way. Think of you have leaks in your roof, but all you've got to work with are 2 tarps with a bunch of holes in them. So you put one tarp down and then you put the second tarp down, hoping that works, because the chances are that the first tarp has a hole where the second tarp is very low. So it's about layering. It's about not just using one method, but multiple levels of layering. So the first level for anybody, as soon as you get iPhone or an Android, is go ahead and install screen time and family sharing on there for the Apple folks, and Family Link for the Android folks. That's just the bare minimum level there. Have you got any experience with those two on your the iPhones and stuff you use?
Yeah. So we're an iPhone house, no Androids here.
Right. Don't. It's okay.
But yeah. So
God still loves you. It's okay.
But anyway, we've got iPhones here, and one of the cool things that you can do on the iPhone is disable the App Store, right? So that my daughter doesn't have access to any of those crazy apps that are out there that can expose her to certain things that she shouldn't be exposed to. Also, we've downloaded a program called Covenant Eyes on our devices as well, which monitors what each device in the house is looking at. So that's another thing that we've put in place. But ultimately, here's what I feel, and you correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like the ultimate thing to have is that open line of communication with your kids, because we could put all of these things up, but it still doesn't prevent them from going to school and being shown something that they're not supposed to be. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, totally.
So I feel like the goal as parents should be to make sure that your child, or do the best job you can, right? To have your child come to you when they do experience something like that, instead of putting it in the back of their mind and, trying to act like they never saw that.
Right. And that's another differentiator for Fort Safety's alert program that we do. We're creating a family-centric internet safety plan, not a kid-centric. A lot of times, all the other programs out there that I'm aware of, you put the filters on the kid, you put the restrictions on the kid, you put the tech timeouts on the kid, and the kid's sitting there, what do I do? What did I do? You know, they feel criminalized, absolutely criminalized and excluded. So why they don't have access to everything on the phone, they're watching their parents play Candy Crush and whatever. And it just creates this emotional friction and tension and drama within the family that no family can live up to. And after a while, it breaks down. You're right. That kid will just, or children will just go to somebody else or find a way to hack it, you know, something like that. And it just cause all kinds of creation. So what we do is we tell parents, don't make your kid feel criminalized. Internet safety is about the whole family. The kids knows what's on the parents' phones. The parents knows what's on the kids' phones. The kid knows what's on grandpa's phone. Mom knows what's on dad's phone. Dad knows what's on mom's phone. Everyone knows everybody. So you tell your kid, and this is the great moment. You said, look, honey, what's out there on the internet is bad for mom and dad and I. Really, it's bad for us too. So we're going to put this stuff on our phones too.
Right.
And we're going to hold each other accountable. And it opens up this discussion. And I get a little bit of kickback on that, but it's the right thing to do.
No, I really love that, because what you're doing is like facilitating a culture in your household of transparency, you know,
accountability.
Accountability. I love that.
Our kids want to grow up so fast anyway. It's like, well, there you go. Mom's playing Candy Crush 7 hours a day. Hold mom accountable. Right? Or something like that. But I also, the other thing I get is the parents that go, John, I love what you guys are doing. Fort Safety rocks. You got some awesome tips, tricks, and internet safety hacks. But I don't have to worry about it because I'm not going to let my daughter have social media or a phone till they're 50.
35.
15. Yeah. And they wash their hands of it. It's like, done.
Yeah.
Well, I want to point out that another reason, I started Fort Safety was my 9-year-old son, 10, 13, 14 years ago, was exposed to pornography on a school bus by another student. And I think you just mentioned it too. You can move your kids to Wyoming and build a cinder block wall around them, but some other kid's still going to show them stuff. So even if you're not going to give them a phone, you still have to warn them about cyberbullying and, diet ideation and body image and predators and pornography, because other kids have that and will show it to your families. And the other thing is, I hear that I don't have to worry about that till they're in high school. Well, you and I know, we just gave a presentation to fourth grade parents. So and we send every time Fort Safety does a presentation, we send out a little questionnaire ahead of time so we can use our time correctly. And I found out that 70% of those fourth grade parents were struggling with gaming problems.
Okay.
10% of them were already dealing with sexting. 20% of them were already dealing with pornography. Remember, fourth grade, people.
That's my daughter. That's my daughter in fourth grade. That's crazy, man.
30% of them were dealing with bullying. So, parents, the big wake-up call is our kids are growing up so much faster than we did.